There is one chord progression in music that may be the most popular pattern of all time, and it is major 1, major 5, minor 6, and major 4. Really, this progression is used so often in songs that some consider it a cliche, as the Axis of Awesome illustrated in their video 4 Chords. Looping through the same progression of 1, 5, 6, 4, these guys overlaid the melodies from dozens of songs, all of them big hits, that share the same common pattern. In the key of C, for example, here are just a few.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, forever young. I wanna be forever young. With or without you, with or without you, she will be loved, she will be loved.
All of these songs and many more cycle through chords 1, 5, 6, 4. And while the actual recordings are all in different keys, these chords function in the same way in each key. To see what I mean, take the song Forever Young. In the circle of fifths, you can see how this pattern moves from the tonic, major 1, to its dominant 5 chord, then to the relative minor, 6, and the subdominant, major 4. But why does this progression sound so good? Well, it has to do with the way that these chords function in relation to each other. To see this more clearly, we can wrap the 7 chords of this key into a loop like this to get all the harmonies arranged in the order of their intervals. Where the various chords are grouped to serve different functions. Focusing on their root notes, chords major 1, minor 3, and minor 6 at the bottom are chords of stability. The key harmonically gravitates to these harmonies. Major 4 and minor 2 are chords of change that depart from that stability, and chords major 5 and diminished 7 are harmonies of tension that want to resolve or return to stability. And by moving back and forth between these different functions, this 1, 5, 6, 4 progression passes through a range of harmonic states that propel the music forward. It starts at the stable 1, then flows to the tense 5, returns to the relatively stable 6, and advances to the less stable 4 before coming back to the tonic major 1 to repeat the loop again. This movement through harmonic space between the chord functions gives the progression its signature sound. And of course, these same relationships apply whatever key you're in, since the patterns of music are consistent and symmetrical in the circle of fifths. Anyway, this is why the 1, 5, 6, 4 progression sounds so good, and why you hear it all the time in music.